Welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps with myself and the lovely Tasha. Tasha, how are you doing today?
Hello. Fantastic.
Yay! Well, that's good to hear, even though it's allergy season.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So excuse all the
Mm-hmm.
happening.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Totally feel that.
It's fine.
So another Mad Chats and Recaps. We are here for episodes during the week of April the 18th through April the 24th of 2022, in case this goes on into other years. Um, so we will always start with the Forsaken, as we usually do. With the Maldwich Island behind them, our party traveled across the sea with Magdalene and Mags. On the way, they spot a boat on the horizon, one that Juniper recognizes. Just as they're discussing if they should pursue, some women appear in the water, beckoning them to help them find their friend who swam towards the boat and may need to be rescued. With this in mind, and Juniper's zeal to find out for herself, and Zavar desperately wanting to help their new friends, um, they sail towards the boat, only to see the boat sinking as they travel closer. Juniper jumps from Magdalene's ship and swims hastily towards it, with Kazil turning into a whale and pursuing after her. Once at the ship, Juniper explores the seemingly personless and actively sinking vessel. She descends below deck and finds a large treasure chest in a magically protected room, and a small pouch. Inside, a medallion of the symbol of the library and a challenge. This can all be changed. Meanwhile, Kazil tries to convince Juniper to stay away from the chest, mimic, and calls on the rest of their party. Once everyone gets there, the boat is mostly underwater, and they must maneuver around broken pieces of the ship to escape. Now back on Magdalene's boat, they're left wondering what it all means.
Sirens.
Oh, yeah. There was a specific name for them, but I don't remember what it was. Like Rakusa, I think, uh,
Cool.
which is like something like sirens, but it's mostly just like skeletons, like
That's awesome.
underwater, and then like above water, it looks like something different.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Uh,
love it.
so what happened on the last Tower of Dreams, Tasha?
Let's see. So, River, Valkyrie has an interesting encounter with the Grand Duke of Vainglory,
Hmm.
where she learns something about herself. Ritz confesses his loathing of Valkyrie to his other teammates, and a mysterious Fae who claims to be best buds with the group invites them to visit the Queen of Hearts. And everything comes to a close with colorful teas, an assassination kidnapping attempt, and Ritz saving Valkyrie's life.
Of course. Of course.
Mhm.
River had a lot to say during that. It's fine.
Yep, I sorry.
Thank you, Tasha. I will get on to what happened on In Extremis on Saturday. The crew continue their undercover training at the UAF camp, Grundy having more talks with the people in charge, and with the rest of the group continuing to be relentlessly put through the ringer with their training and surveillance work. Meanwhile, each of the party begins or continues to notice strange things happening around the camp and work out a plan to investigate further on one of their last nights there. In the meantime, they need to stay as undercover and unsuspecting as possible. This may prove to be difficult, however, as Tyriana Van
chat.
Ayo.
And good evening, Demon God Linden. I'd like to quote. There you go. It's yours now. Oh my goodness. Fresh corn. All right. So obviously everything's askew here and stream and this. Let me fix our cameras. I'm just not sure if we're gonna have all our people tonight, but I think we have, oh my gosh, 3. Okay. For some reason I thought there was a 4th person. So they've had like a
Well,
window
Chris
up
said
there.
that he would be, but be a little bit late. So
Okay. That's fine. This is plenty. We got our downtime, lots of riveting things going on. Uh, all right, let's see. Read this. Here. Yeah. Grundy will probably be next, and then. Okay. Fix that. Oh, all right. Well, buckle up for this extreme downtime. That's how that works, right?
woo!
Damn, he's on X Games mode. I gotta get out of these now. Throw up here. Well, I'm sorry. The streaming program decided to pull an ancient, like 2-month-old recap. So ignore anything you heard is
This is so
old
funny.
news. I'm still like up here a little bit, when I sit down to play from an Extremis from the session 2 weeks ago. Like it was still, I was being like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful and epic, and all the action and thrills and clever thinking and the intensity. Oh my gosh, amazing. Last week, our crew finished having a conversation, exchanging the goods, turning the ship and that technology over to the pirate admiral Ruthlonius fleet, part of the fleet, and then headed to Atmos Isles to lay low for a little while. And oh, thank you, Sword! Yay! My goodness, 30 months. Yay. Um, yeah, to lay low for a little bit. And they reunited with their crew and their ship in a touching moment, and have since docked back in Atmos Isles. And Zia took some time to train with Eden and Guardian. Um, at least Eden and Guardian. I can't remember if there was a third person doing any.
It was just Eden and Guardian.
Okay, nice, thank you. Let me give a quick fixaroo here for our cameras.
Yay!
Hey, Chris is here. Yay!
Chris is here. Woo woo!
Awesome.
Chris.
Chris.
Oh, thank you, Lyndon. Thank you, Demon God Lyndon. That's so sweet. 2 months. Oh, appreciate. Oh, the cute little panda thing.
I know, it's so adorable.
Oh my gosh, cute things get me. Love them. I would turn and show you all the cat versus pickles that I have in a nice mound over here.
There are so many. There are so many.
Adorable. This little shrimp on. Okay, anyway, crew's back on Atmos. Zia's training. Hey, Chris. And I think everyone else went to. Gosh, I was at least Sinister. Went to Ruthlonius's tailor shop here in Atmos. With Sinister looking to get some new threads for himself and maybe others. Relith was there. I think Liazana and Grundy. Yep. Were you with them at the tailor shop? I think. Right, because you were asking like, what can you get? Can you handle me? Can you handle me? Like, we got you. As they left the shop, Sinister heard a voice in his head. announcing themselves as a fellow Justicar. At last, some contact from a Justicar. But we'll have to pick that up another time. If Christy's able to make it, or maybe next week, if she can't. I'm just gonna skip that part of the old notes. Sinister requested a meeting at the Finest Fit in the evening after store hours, and paid handsomely, to make sure that he and any of the crew that wanted to come along could have private fittings and such. Very, that class act, that high class, highfalutin sort of MVP experience, or VIP experience. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold it off for a little bit, unless we need to. Sinister's night. So much other stuff. I don't know that we have much for the day now that I think about it. So, is there anything as Zia's training wraps up and everyone else steps out onto the sidewalk in the late afternoon, maybe 3:30 or so, sun, below 90 degrees today.
Well,
compared to what it's been before. Not too much humidity. In fact, it's a bit overcast today in a way that shows there's a be on the horizon. Thank you, Hein. Thank you, Chris.
Let's see, we're on Atmos, right?
Oh, a hype train. I'm sorry. Yeah. Atmos Isles. What would you like to do?
I almost want to reach out to Tiriana, but I don't know if she would have brought her sending stone with her. So it might still be back on the ship.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I mean, you did see her ship docked like 2 docks down from you when you arrived, or that's where they docked.
Not Titania, Tiriana.
Oh, Tiriana. I'm so sorry. Okay.
How long would it take to get back to the ship from where we're at?
You're still in the market ward, which is right off from the port, same level. So I would say maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Since I have to wait anyways, Yuzana would probably go back to the ship because she figured she probably should check in with Tiriana.
Okay.
And let her know that they're on the island.
Nice. Okay. So Breelith and Grundy, you're with Liazana. You see the captain heading that way. What would you two like to, or I guess Grundy, what would you like to do? I can't ask you at the same time. Oh, you might be muted. No worries.
I unmuted the wrong thing. I unmuted this one.
Oh.
Yeah. What do I see from where I am? Any interesting shops, bookshops, that kind of thing?
From where you are in the street, this is the upper crust kind of residential areas. There is a bookshop. There's a shop just for cutlery. What else would be? There's a what do you call it? Winery? There's I can't think of the term, so I'm gonna skip it. There's a chocolate shop, like fine sweets, and such things like that in the immediate vicinity. But if you have anything in mind too, you can investigation check, look around.
Okay. Well, I will, I guess, turn to God, my brain just like died here. I'm gonna go look over at Breelith, like, so now what?
What do you mean?
She's going that way.
Uh-huh.
Where are we going?
Well, I need to go to a fabric shop or something. I want to get some cushions and blankets and some fabric for a special project I'm doing.
Gotcha. Well, if you need help carrying that, I guess I'll come along.
Okay, awesome, Grundy. I'll be so glad to like link her arm with yours. And come on, let's go. I think I
Okay.
see something over there, and she's just gonna talk about the different shops until they find a like a fabric shop or something. Dan.
Okay. Fabric shop. All right.
Yeah, let me tell you. Let me just so with this whole like trying to find something, some way to like decorate the space for whatever they end up doing for Carmine.
Mm-hmm.
So she's wanting to buy like yards of fabric, like because she wants to like do like little like drapes of fabric here and there. She wants to buy like some pillows for it. Maybe some like some like throws or something. Since it's gonna be on the deck, maybe some rugs.
Okay.
In other words, like anything to like for a large tent, she like to deck, to like make it comfy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you find a fabric shop. I don't think it's going to be hard to find in this particular area. I won't even make you do a roll for that one.
So it's different colors.
Okay. So this is again, things cost a little more in this area.
Sure.
And yep, so you get a few here it is. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for the gift sub option and I was struggling because I couldn't find it, but I found it. Sorry. Side note.
You're okay.
Yeah, you find a shop for this. And there's a person behind the counter. An elven woman, maybe in her mid 100s. Purplish hair, light purple skin tone, crystal blue. Pulled back neatly in a actually a little messy in a bun up behind her head. Hello. Looking up at you both, of course, if Grundy's going with you. And what? Ching ching ching. What's that song that oh my gosh, Lily, what's that song where like you see someone walking in, they're gonna make a bunch of money on them? Is it like the TikTok? Major bag alert. Thanks. Yeah.
Nice.
So just to give the vibe, some subtle music plays in the background. Hello to both of you. How may I service you today?
Hi. So I'm wanting to buy some, like she'll give her the whole spiel again of what I just gave you. Fabric, pillows. But I just need to know how much that would cost before we start getting everything together.
Certainly, it is quite a large order after all. So
Sure.
we'll walk in. Well, let's take a look. Let's look through our hearty designs, ones that can withstand the elements, it sounds like, or is this all indoors?
No, it's going to be outdoors. Yes, I'm hoping to at least have at least some fabric. Like the larger piece of fabric probably should be to be able to be used outside. But then like that's going to be like I'm thinking like the other stuff will be under that fabric. So it doesn't necessarily have to have the same like, think of like the bigger fabric's going to be a tent, and then the other stuff's going to go under it.
All right. Well, if you're looking for just some rugged linen, that runs about 5 gold for a square yard. If you're looking for something more like silk, that'll run you 10 gold per square yard.
Looking for more like probably the fabric linen side of things, but I do want some color.
Certainly. Well, we have and walks you down to a larger section, shows you the rolls. And they run anywhere from like 5 gold per square yard, for just the single color, solid color, up to 8 gold per square yard for like some of the nicer designs. How large is this tent? Or did you tell her it's a tent? How large? How much do you need?
it'd be like a tent.
You don't have to do the square footage either. You can just kind of give me a rough idea, and I'll like carpentry background. I'll help
Well,
out.
I'm just kind of looking like we have kind of a large ship, and we're going to be making a spot for one of our friends who's kind of big, and it has some trouble fitting in the regular rooms downstairs. So we want something that would say fit someone who is about 10 by 10, maybe possibly 12 by 12.
Yards.
With a little bit of breathing room. No, feet. Someone who's like 12 by 12 feet in circumference. With a little bit of, we want a little bit of walking room, a little breathing room, like a regular bedroom. I don't really know the exact yards that I would need.
Well, that would be 4 if you're looking for 12 by 12. But
well, I mean like enough fabric to accommodate someone who's 12 by 12.
And by accommodate, you mean
for them to live under it, like as a room.
Well, if you perhaps then 5 yards. If you're not sewing anything together, and you don't have to worry about lost bits in the sewing process, then I would say 5 square feet.
Let's make it 8 just in case.
Yes, it's better to be safe than sorry. Yes. I always say yes. 8 is yes. Correct. It's a much better number. The 2 you chose, this one is, and you can choose whatever 2 designs for these. This is 7 gold per square yard. Okay. This is 8. That should suffice at least for your canopies. It sounds like you're designing.
Yes.
Do you need any fabrics? You mentioned pillows. Do you need any comfort fabrics for the base, the flooring? Can't skimp on the flooring.
This is true. Yes, let's get some comfort fabrics. Comfort's good, yes. Right, Grundy?
Absolutely.
That's right.
Just one question. Will you be giving a deal should we purchase enough?
Yes, I think that sounds like a fine idea. I'm sure we can reach that volume where we can get a deal.
Sounds good to me.
Lovely. And kind of, all still like neck starting to ache looking up at the 2 of you.
Yes, so I need some comfort fabrics for the floor. And I also want some, do you sell pillows or do you just sell fabric here?
It's mostly fabric, but we could fabricate some pillows for you if you wish. It won't take but a day.
Fabricate. You sell fabric. That's cute.
Part of my charm.
Yes, I would want some for the pillows as well, probably the comfort fabric.
Very well. Well, these of course are also lush. You feel these and some of it's already been like, it's not just fabric, it's been kind of quilted almost. Where there's a little bit of, some stuffing in there, but most of it is just really kind of thick, really comfortable. It's not super thick because it's fabric, but it's lush and comfortable. Not quite like velvet, but things around that range. We could also fabricate these into we could stuff them with material and make them truly comfortable. If
yes, of course. And then we have so I want the pillows to be a little bit bigger because this is a big, obviously 12 by 12. That's a big individual. So we want something to where they can just kind of, lay into. And also, could you put tassels on the end of the pillows?
It should be an extra 4 gold for the tassels, but that can be done.
I would.
Excellent. It's 32 for the pillows, extra 4 for the tassels, so 36.
Okay.
You're looking at 56 gold for the linens on the other side.
Yes.
And then it would only run you 78 gold for this finished flooring material. And at 78 gold, that puts us just at the right number to start striking a deal.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
Isn't it? Oh, I love it when things work out like this. Yes.
Actually, one more thing.
Please.
some comfort fabric to make like a nice big blanket for
Oh.
something, 12 by 12. So let's put some little bit extra fabric there.
No, yes, probably 5 square yards again. Yes, I think that's
Great.
adequate to keep
Perfect.
them. Now, do you wish to have anything of sentimental import sewn or embroidered onto this comfort blanket?
Yes.
Because there's an extra charge, of course, but we can offer that service. And as you can see, and it points to a wall, that we do fine work, and they do. It looks really nice.
Yes. Could you embroider Carmine? And I'll spell it out for you. She'll
Please.
she'll get out her thing and spell out
Yes.
Carmine.
Please go ahead.
And CARMINE.
Yes. Very well. Yes, we can do that.
I suddenly really wanted to get Brie with a southern accent, but I restrained.
Excellent. How large?
CR?
Across the entire blanket, or just in a corner?
Just in a corner, but don't make it too small. But
yes,
and I'll pay for whatever I need to.
Oh, good. Well, that's Oh my gosh! Another blanket as in 78. That would be 90 gold with the embroidering, and we'll make sure that one's very lush. Those need a little extra work because they need to rest and settle comfortably. You don't want them to bunch, and you want them to be a little breathable.
Correct.
But with that 90 added on, that's 260 without the discount. She looks over at Grundy. But since you're such a thrifty customer and asked about that discount, we can give you. Oops. What did I say? 260? I hit the damn button in it.
Yeah, that's what you said.
You hear her kind of swear, or she's like doing her math. He was like, "Shit, I lost the thing." Okay, she's gonna give you an initial discount. We can take 13 gold. That's 5%. We can take 13 gold.
That's a great discount.
Yes.
Can we go down to about 25 gold off?
Oh, materials have their cost in the labor.
But judging by the size described by my friend over here, we may need to resupply. So we could use you exclusively. Should we need more?
That's a very good point. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with that.
Here we go with my -1.
I mean, it depends on how you're saying it. You can make it an intimidation check.
11.
Well, we can lower it to 20 gold off instead of the 60. I can't quite go to the 25, but it is a good point, and I would really appreciate any return business. We operate by word of mouth here.
Does that seem fair to you, Brilith?
It does, yes. Thank you.
Very well. Your terms are acceptable. And we'll need a means of contacting you.
Of course. I'll give you a card, and you'll receive a receipt with all of the store's information. You're welcome to take the fabrics. I can cut them to length now, the ones that you're taking. The others that will be stuffed, the pillows and the comfort blankets, you can pick up anytime after 3 tomorrow.
3 tomorrow. Got
3
it.
tomorrow.
Will do. Thank you so much. And I'll take the fabrics now for that you don't have to sew. And how much is the total again?
That is 240 gold. And that'll be due today.
Hands over the 240 gold.
Thank you very much. A little bit of weight to that amount of gold. Carries it over behind the counter. Yes, well, cuts off the linens and things that you're good for today. Oh, puppy. And gives you a receipt, and you're good to come back anytime after 3 tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much. And what was your name again?
Yes, my name is Est.
Est. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Freela. I'll see you tomorrow after 3.
I look forward to it. Take care. We'll have the finest blankets, comfort blankets ready for you.
Dorothy will love it. Okay, let's go.
All right.
You know,
So I
hand
grab
Grundy
everything.
some. Mhm.
I'll carry
Nice.
everything. No worries.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Hey, on the way out, while we're walking, I can show you my skywriting. And as they're walking down the street, she'll like show him her skywriting ability and be like, "Hello, Grundy."
Nice.
Interesting. I can't do anything like that. I can make micro weather patterns, that sort of
Oh.
thing.
Oh, I find it a lot of fun.
Mm.
Also,
I noticed that during our escape.
yeah,
Mm.
I just find sometimes it just helps get the message right across, you know? Also, look what else I can do. And she'll test thaumaturgy and make harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
Amazing.
Feel that? That's me.
That's interesting.
I can do it.
You see some
Okay.
people nervously grab onto things like.
Rila sees it and she'll be like, "It's just me. It's okay."
Fantastic.
It was something she ate.
Excellent. All right. In that case, let's you two continue on, and the store owner does a little happy dance behind there.
Oh, for sure.
Of course. Were there any tea shops near us?
In this particular portion, yeah, you'd be able to find one without much ado. So,
Yeah,
we'll say.
I just want to swing by and grab some tea because I don't know if they delivered any tea to the ship.
I think they would have if you talk to the quartermaster about it, which we can say you did. If you didn't, you'll definitely have a nice selection. But you're welcome to look here. They have some local product that's pretty nice. You'll find out.
I've never been here before, so it makes sense to explore my options.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to jump over to, I think, Zia. You finished up your training. You sit down for a moment for a breather. There's some crates. Vic's there. He's got, some rejuvenating food, some snacks and drink. You're actually sitting near some of the crates that I'm just going to say Sinister at one point probably would have, like, for safekeeping, put some of those items into, like the magic items that y'all found, and money to like deal with later. There you go. That's for you. And sort of like carefully hands you a drink. You look very important. Hey, well, it's me. Looks great. You're all looking great. Yep, and kind of.
Thanks. This is probably walking down. I'm kind of like, so if the crates are kind of like behind us, as we're like sitting down, I'm gonna be like, kind of just remembering like, oh yeah, like we had taken some stuff from the ship, of course. Like, how could that have like kind of phased my mind? And so like we'll kind of take the items out and place them down in front of us, like Guardian, Eden, and I, kind of in a circle, and be like, just looking at them and going around and trying to predict what each one can do. I'll put like, we'll put some gold on it too, probably.
Excellent.
At some point. And then of course, I'm assuming like Guardian and I will look at each other and be like, well, we have no way to tell.
Yeah.
And then both of us will look at Eden and be like, can you do the thing?
They'll smile. They'll be like, like they've been guessing along with you this whole time. Like, I think you can do that. Yes.
All right. So
right.
You could be the arbitrator. Guardian and I will guess what each one is, and then we'll try to figure it out.
Excellent. Well, first up then, I'm just fixing this other thing so I can show. There we go. Switch over to our battle thing, and I'm not going to worry about nameplates just yet. I'm sorry, viewers, our nameplates will be a little askew. I just want to bring up some images here so y'all can see them as well. First up is our glass thing here. It appears to be glass. It's uncrated now, mind you. Guardian and Eden as well. Some sweating. You've been doing all this laborious training with weapons and skills and everything else for hours. So there's certainly an element of tiredness here. I can just put this image. So there's what looks to be like a dragon in glass form, has a base down the bottom and a cork up top. And of course, for our amazing players, you can find it in the Discord there. And Guardian, it's it's a storage place for blood.
Ooh, that's a good guess. It's a really good guess. I think when you uncork it, the glass dragon comes to life.
What a challenge!
Yeah. All right, Eden, roll them. I'll put and like what each. Like I'm gonna like put the bet at 10 gold for this.
Okay.
And then if neither of us are right, then Eden gets it.
Oh, perfect. Yes. And so you both, plop your gold together, and Eden takes a minute to use some chalk, work out the sigil around it, and begin identifying. This not quite. Sorry. This is a dragon vessel. Yes, and then they'll pick it up. This can be a potion bottle, so perhaps Guardian was closest. However, this allows you, with a bonus action, if it's empty, as it is now, you can speak a command word that you set, and it will fill with one of the following things of your choice. Ale, back and forth, or olive oil, a potion of healing. That's marvelous. Very helpful.
Okay.
Or a potion of climbing. And this one's a bit rare, so it also can fill with a potion of fire breath or a potion of greater healing as well. Incredible. But it can only be done once a day, and then you have to wait until dawn, okay, and to do it again. If you don't drink it within 24 hours, it just turns to Kool-Aid, a sugary juice. That seems rather helpful. Greater healing potion. Ale.
Why would you want the potion of healing if it could do a potion of greater healing?
Right? Sometimes the thought isn't put into the engineering of these things.
There's probably some good reason for it. We'll think of it. We'll think of it eventually.
The greatest mystery of our time.
Truly. Even more so than that ship that eats people.
Oh.
All right. On to the ball.
Yes. I think I'll just call that one my win. And
yeah. Pass over. Okay. Let's up the stakes, Guardian. Let's do 20 gold pieces for this next one.
Yes. Ever the challenge. I love it. Guardian like fiddle through her, robes and stuff until she finds a section that has some gold stashed away with some lint and some twigs and some other stuff.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna get the image up. So let's add this beautiful image. Oh, this one's fun. Okay, here, let me resize that and cover everybody up. So screen. Get our device up. Ah, shit. Here we go. Oh, and so you see this, the sphere is next. It looks like a small metal sphere, about maybe 2 inches from edge to edge. And it has what looks like glass crystal, or if any of you have ever seen dragon crystal, then you might recognize this as dragon crystal in a band around it. Perfect band. Oh, this one's worth 20 gold, I think. Never seen anything like this. You'll
Yeah.
get see it.
So maybe after you say something,
Hmm.
the glass all forms together and you can see stuff that's very far away.
Guardians. I think this is for bashing head.
Oh, that's a good.
That's a
I
good
should have
head
done that. I
smash.
should have done that because the glass would be extra effective because it would. Oh,
Yes.
that would be so good.
Yes,
That's
quick
such
work.
a good guess.
They seem so confident in their answer. Eden lets out a sigh. Well, let's begin.
All right.
This one's interesting. And you'll see on Eden's face sort of, oh, well, this is a modified Dowson. These were used on Warforged some time ago. However, this has been modified to be used on organic creatures. This in order, it requires you to spend some time attuning to it. But in order to do so, you actually have to embed this in your body. Some and an arm, chest, wherever has to be embedded. It's has sentience once attuned. It perceives the world through your senses, and it communicates telepathically with you. It can speak, read, and understand a number of languages. It if you ever fall in battle over like a guardian, this has a chance to bring you back to stabilize you, not return you to consciousness, but stabilize you so you don't outright die. It speaks usually up to 6 languages and can help you understand them and speak them as well. And it grants you assistance. And sometimes you're just trying to think, if only you knew more in Arcana, or perhaps more about history, you could better understand. So, well, it assists with that knowledge in dealing with Arcana, history, general investigation, or things from nature. It has the ability to cast a little magic, detect evil and good, or detect magic. There's no telling until you're attuned which one it will do. Oh no, it's a roll. It's yeah. You won't know until it's attuned. And you can't decide to cast it, but if you communicate with it and ask nicely, I suppose, as it's sentient, perhaps it will. They were designed to assist Warforged with a greater understanding of things that might be difficult for one forged from metal and works to understand, comprehend, and process. hence those skills and such. But well, they put it back down on the crate. I don't think anyone won or lost this one. This is extremely unique.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind of sounds kind of boring. I think Breelith might like it.
I can see where there's like this.
Yeah. She's into like languages and stuff. Oh my gosh, what would happen if we put
That
it
is true.
in Breelith? Since Breelith now has the dragon, we could put it in the dragon. Have a Warforged dragon.
That would be incredible. You know, I wonder.
Wait, could we extend our mind link with this thing and then mind link and then do that to be able to communicate to Carmine?
That would be incredible. Worth testing if Breelith decides to embed this somewhere.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, Cassius would be really good at that. I don't know.
Yes.
And like looking at Guardian exchanging glances, I don't know if either of us could like embed it.
It would be a procedure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Breelith only needs one arm, right?
Right. Right. Maybe,
Yeah.
You could put it in the palm of a hand, or I've seen illustrations like that. Right, maybe Lupin, if Cassius returns to us. His mechanical dog. Wolf, rather. Or I lean in. I wonder what would happen if we attach this to that terrifying orb of eyes in the tower.
I think it would be able to speak more languages. And that's terrifying. 6 of them, even.
I am so curious about what that is. And I know we understand what it does, and it can spy and such, and consumes them, but... Well,
yeah.
Let's call that one a draw, because I don't think anyone would have guessed this one at all.
Yeah. Exchanging glances with Guardian, like, okay, fine. We'll continue the 20 on the next one.
Yes. The next one I will own.
It's odd.
Awesome. All right, next up is this wrapped in cloth. As you unfold the cloth, reveals this almost looks like a blade from a sword without handle or hilt, but it's crystal, entirely crystal. Could it just be like a long crystal that was snapped off a cave somewhere? But it hums with this arcane energy. So this would be the long crystal one in the Discord.
So it's like literally vibrating.
No, but even if you're not proficient with Arcana, you can feel the magic coming off of it.
You can just feel the magic. Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Nice. This one. You stab with it.
Oh.
But you feel every bit instead of having metal handle things in the way that take away. Feel.
You really stole my answer, Guardian. I think it's a candle made out of glass. So that when it melts, you get sand. And then you can throw that sand at someone and they won't be able to see very well. Final answer.
Guardian like, this could be you. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So sorry. All right, and so Eden sets up shop and goes over this again. Oh, yes. As I'm illuminated. This is called a stone speaker crystal. This was created by the stone giant librarians of a place far away. It's a long shard of quartz, about 19 inches long, as it says in the description. This grants you
19 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's definitely above average.
And that's above world records. Yeah. I'm glad Breelith is wrong. No, I'm just kidding. This grants you assistance advantage on investigation when you investigate. While you hold it, it seems to have charges of magic too. While holding it, you can take a moment, you can use an action, to expend some of these charges to cast spells. Takes about 2 charges to cast a Speak with Animals. 4 charges, to cast Speak with Dead. That can be handy. And 3 charges Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Oh, and when you cast a divination spell, you can use this in place of that expensive material component. And that would ordinarily be consumed, but this persists. It instead expends a charge from this quartz. And it regains 1d6 plus 4 daily at dawn. But if you ever use all the charges, at the next day, or after you expend the last charge, you have to roll d20. If you get a 1, it just vanishes forever. As long as you don't get down to a point where you have to, use them all, you'll be good. Well, this is helpful in communication. Clearly, animals, the dead, plants.
Yeah.
And not requiring consumption of scrying spells and such are very expensive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I will say there are at least 2 dead people that I could talk to, and that's you and Breelith. But I'd like to expand that repertoire. I think it could use some expansion.
Yes. It's quite interesting. Animals and plants, I've traveled in the past with some druids that were capable. And it's surprising, while limited in intellect, surprising information can be gathered from plants in an area and
Yeah.
of covert work. And the dead?
Breelith, there was this one time Breelith was talking to a rabbit, and then later, Vic and I accidentally ate it. It was a whole thing. Very embarrassing. But we're past that now.
It happens.
And Breelith has never spoken to an animal since, to my knowledge. So yeah. But then also Guardian. Yeah, Guardian, you have some communication chops, right? With like animals.
Yes. Times. I can speak to the animals. Some are wise, some are stupid. Helpful.
You could say the same about people. Now plants.
Very true. Yeah.
Plants. Have you ever spoken to a plant, Guardian?
There are times when it is necessary, but I prefer to.
Oh, are they mean?
They're not mean, no, but they're all so relaxed. There's no to them at all.
There's no battle in them.
None.
It's not like they would get up and walk out of the ground and join a large battle.
No, they just this way, that way. Sickens me.
Unfortunate. Well, although the first 3 had little to do with battle, I have a good feeling about this fourth one.
Eden will be like, I'm going to say I win that one as well. Ching, 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 ching. It'll take the 40 and Guardian's like,
Yes.
I will win it back on this next one and drops 30 gold.
Let's do it.
Nice. All right, and the final item is placed up on the thing, and it looks like a sword of some variety. And Guardian jumped in last time, so they're gonna wait and see what you do first, this time.
Well, it's clearly a blade. And I do know blades. If there's a weapon I know, it is blades. I have many blades.
Yes.
5 blades to be exact. And this looks like a pretty bladey blade if there ever was one.
Yes.
And I'm sure when you thrust it, it causes a lot of pain. I'm gonna guess. If you stab someone with it, they die.
I think this picks it up and turns it around, like cling shing off the sharp edge of the blade. Is for carving. They set it down.
Oh, I should have thought of that. You're too smart for me, Guardian.
60 gold. What will I buy? Happens. And he's like, and goes over the weapon. Let's see. Well, this is certainly a finely crafted weapon. A kopesh. Some in the hands of someone skilled can help with not only the slashing, but it's difficult to read the bow of the blade, much like a scimitar. Some come with hooks on the end to help to attempt to disarm on the drawback. This one does not. But I'm going to have to say that Zia is the winner. This is called the Kopesh of Certain Death. And it's very wonderful. So, while it doesn't ensure death, when you hurt someone, a creature with this, this is magic. So it won't. You know how sometimes people are resistant to regular mundane weapons. Not this, magical. But whatever creature you cut with this cannot regain any health. Still, we'll say if you had to break a battle down into a system, then perhaps the next time your turn came around, at the start of your next turn, is when they could once again heal themselves. Valuable.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have that purple worm poison. Oh, you could like dip it in the purple worm poison.
Yes.
Nobody's recovered from that.
That was a terrible poison. That, and I believe Ashavar was working the other day on or talking about, yes, before the camp. Some seaweed or some sort of plant life you gathered, that paralytic effect, paralyzing effect. That's from when you were all under the Wanderer's plea, and you had to swim through that area, and everyone was getting like, paralyzed, or maybe it was petrified.
Yeah, it was petrified. And we did take
That's
some,
right.
yeah, to try to reverse engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, well, I guess, I mean, if the thing is like you can't heal,
Mm-hmm.
can you heal if you're petrified? Because I feel like you'd be petrified, so you couldn't like do anything.
Right? You can't move. You could barely think. It's like I think everything goes dark, so there's no
Yeah.
healing there.
Have to be something pretty far up there that could do that.
Hmm.
Well, wait, what if we put the petrifying and the worm poison?
We'd have to ask our resident alchemist and see if the two make sure they don't interact in a negative way, or maybe it creates something altogether different.
Oh, it might be negative though, because if you're petrified, you're like stone, right? And you can't poison stone.
You're right.
I've tried.
Oh, good to be thorough.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. Yeah. Well, maybe we should kind of head in and see where everybody else is at. Kind of get things together. Maybe I'll try to find Ashavar and we can talk about some of this alchemy stuff, because it's not I'm not very good at it. I tried. It's just not very good.
Well, collect your gold, please. I'll
bring in the 30. Basically, she just cut even because she
yeah.
lost 30.
Well, it's 60 on that one because you got Guardian. You're right. You effectively end up with 30 from from Guardian. Yeah.
But see, he's feeling pretty good. You know, she knows blades. Blades, they kill people.
That was so great. I'm like, oh, she's gonna win this one.
That's their slogan. You know. Blades, they kill people.
I love it. I can't wait to open that shop in this world.
Blades.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, we'll go over to Liazana. You were headed back to Titania's boat?
No, to our ship.
Okay.
She needs to get the sitting stone.
Okay. You walk up on the ship, you see Guardian sort of just maybe in low spirits, kind of like shoulders down a little bit, like carve a turkey with 2 seconds.
Hey, Guardian, you're kind of looking down on your spirits. What's going on?
I don't think I'm ready to talk. This is gonna take time.
Okay.
No, it's fine, Captain. I had a glorious battle of betting with Zia, and I didn't win this battle, but I will train to gamble.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you luck. Gambling is hard. Catch you later.
Yes.
She walks out. She feels so awkward.
Awesome. Guardian continues muttering under her breath as she's walking down. All right. You'll probably come across, at least Zia as you're navigating down into the ship at some point. If you'll see her. You're not that you have to interact, but
she'll probably just like give a wave to Zia, like, hey.
Oh, hey. You know those the magic items?
Yeah.
We identified them. Vic wrote up some little descriptions. They're in the captain's quarters if you want any of them.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably take a look at them.
Sounds good. I'll see you. And head to Ashvar's.
And then she'll walk into her room and look for the sending stone.
Okay. You look around, you find the sending stone.
And that's 25 words, right? Okay. Hey, Tiriana, I am on Atmos. Would like to talk to you when you have time. Please let me know. Cheers, Liazana.
Ding.
whispering into your ear. You don't have to use that. You turn and look, she's not there. I'm not there. We're just talking. You can talk to me whenever
Oh,
now.
oh,
We have a bit of a bond now.
okay. Hello?
Hi. It's once you agreed to let me contact you, agreed to let me come visit you, I could do it whenever I want.
Oh, that's good to know. Kind of creepy. Anyways, um, well, yeah, I'm on Atmos right now. Didn't know
Oh,
if
Atmos!
yeah, we got
You-
away. And that was tons of fun. So
Oh,
now
I
we're trying to lay
believed
low.
you. Good idea. I think we may have missed our window.
Ah,
Plan-
shit.
Plans have changed. I don't know if they caught wind, but this means they have to react, and that means another opening will come up very soon.
Okay.
I might have something else to pursue. Wait, that's not this. Hello, Governor. Just kidding. uh, um, I might have something else to pursue though, and that's to say that there's someone else with information now. What exactly? I know why you want to go after father. I understand. Is it simply, again, it's no skin off my back if harm befalls him or death under your blade, or anyone else's for that matter. But if there's information that you're looking for, I might have a name for you soon and a place to go where you can find this individual that is familiar with quite a bit of my father's operations. Not all of it, as I understand, but for the past 4 decades or so, I don't know if the information you're looking for is something that's happened in the past years.
Oh, it's been longer than 40 years, I assure you.
They may have records from before that. Would you like this information?
I'll take any information I can get, to be honest with you.
Your other
If you're willing to share.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. But first, dinner. Yes. Yes, that sounds. It
Okay.
sounds like information best shared over dinner. I don't know when, and I'm not quite sure where. Since you're laying low, it's best I not show up and currently. But let me know when you're not laying low, and I'll pop in, say hello. We'll have some dinner, and I'll share what I know. Do with it what you will. Are you coming to Staffney again soon?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know where we're going because we need to lay low for probably a good week or so before going anywhere.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out then. I can go to you. You can come to me. These things are kind of difficult when it comes to. All right. I have a wonderful place we can go if it's here on Staffney Island. But take care for the meantime. Please don't die before we get to have dinner.
No promises, but I'll do my best.
Yes, that's my Liazana. Yes. Oh, did you give her your actual name? Oh, she knew it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I told her anyways.
Yes. Information. I will get you that lead. We will have dinner. Go from there. Very well. Yes, but call me anytime.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then from across the room, it's like, kind of fades away.
Okay. She'll I guess she'll go look at the magic items since Zia mentioned them. She'll walk up to the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm. You get them laid out. You get the whole breakdown.
Of each of them.
Yeah.
I'm still eyeballing that like sickle sword thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
She has plans for either that or like the weird like dragon looking potion bottle.
Oh, nice.
But she doesn't want to like. She doesn't want to feel like she's taking all of them.
Ash comes up. As you're looking these over. Ooh, well, Captain, look at these fine items y'all found here.
Oh, well, some of the others found him. I was kind of top deck whenever they found him.
Oh, I understand. Right. Well, if you haven't found, in all these adventures, you haven't found anything yourself?
I have, I mean, I've got the rope of climbing, of course, but
That's right. Good for you.
Oh, and the elven chain, I guess.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. The auction. Whew,
yeah.
That turned into a ride. Whew. Well, what do you think? How are you doing after that week? We haven't really been able to catch up there, Leah.
Oh, it's been man, that was rough. That was really rough.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not anything I haven't been through before, but it's been
Sure.
It's been a few. She kind of counts on her fingers. She's like, it's been a few decades.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah. And plus experiencing something shitty twice is still just as shitty the second time, right? Doesn't make it any better because you've been through it. Why don't we get some? True. Yeah. Why don't we get some drinks? Head into town, get some drinks, and just have a relaxing evening. You can tell me about how all that went. I can invite, Kip and would love to come along. I'm sure.
You know what? That sounds great. That
Right?
sounds really good.
And she's gonna dinner.
She's gonna like kind of keep eyeballing the sword.
That looks pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty when you're thinking of somebody.
Right, you haven't talked about that in some time. Is that? Because I think you share. I think everyone kind of knows on the crew that you're pursuing this order of specters.
Yeah.
Is there someone in particular in that order that you're looking to go after? Here to support you,
Well, definitely the head of the order for sure. But I actually might have some new information coming pretty soon, so I might have somebody else with whom to well, let's just say red might become my favorite color.
Well, that's been fantastic. In that, not for them, but please, I know I've said it before, but I hope you'll be careful. This isn't really, from what I understand, that order isn't. I mean, remember what happened to Layden there? No, I mean, they're just not a group to be trifled with. They'll come after you or your loved ones and stuff. Just want you to be careful.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. Waylon, I think, absolutely, may Waylon rest in peace, of course, but I think that was kind of a fluke, and I think we went about that the wrong way. I have a more secretive. Well, I think most everybody knows about Tiriana. So yeah, like I have a more secretive source of my information now through Tiriana. So
all right.
I mean, I'll be careful for sure.
Please. Like they're very crafty, you know, and I just want you to make sure you've doubled down on your sources, and I don't want you. It's not everything's as it seems with them, right? They're really good at just pulling the wool over your eyes, I think, and it could just be so dangerous with that misinformation and their connections, and you can have that. I don't want you to find yourself in a situation where you're walking into something thinking everything's fine and danger's right in front of you. Please be careful.
I will. And she'll like kind of like give sorry, it was Ash, right?
Ash. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She'll kind of give Ash like a hug if Ash is open to that.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Like, I feel like she and Kip, as long as you're okay with that, are like bestie mode with you, like,
Yep.
like in your down hours.
Close.
All right, don't worry. Well, let's get our sails into town, and and strap on the old feedback and tip some drinks back.
I'm all for it. Let's go. First round's on me.
All right. Woo! Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we'll head out into town. And I'll try and advance time a little bit, so you guys have your downtime, but I won't ask you to role play everything out. Let's see. Lisan, are you telling any of the rest of the crew like where you're headed for drinks and stuff for the evening?
Does she pass anybody else like outside the captain's quarters?
Probably, Zia again on your way back. If not Beck, at least other than Zia.
Yeah, if she passes like Zia or Beck, she'll just be like, "Hey, like Ash and Whisper and I are going out for drinks in town, so
have a great time."
Just so y'all know.
That's awesome. Do you know what tavern you're going to? There's so many good ones.
You know what? I'm not sure, but I'll let you know, and y'all are more than welcome to come if y'all want.
Yeah, well, I'll see what Vic's doing tonight. We'll see.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Cool.
All right, make your way into town to pursue that. Let's see. Relith and Grundy, you've got your tea. You're able to go and collect at least 3 varieties of local tea leaves here that are unique to Atmos Isles. And then you two have the evening before you. What would you like to do?
Well, definitely going to have to unload a bunch of stuff because I'm strong, but I'm not. I'm not tireless.
All right,
I guess we'll talk along the way. Yeah.
Okay. You two head back to the ship. If you have anything you want to chat on the way, otherwise, show up there.
So, Carmine, who's that?
Oh, have you not seen the dragon on the ship?
I think I would have. Yeah, dragon.
Yeah, Carmine's.
And I nearly dropped the
I'm
bundle.
sorry. Carmine is a dragon that travels along with us. Not specifically mine, but yes.
What are our ships made of?
Ships?
Are the ships are the airships like metal or wood?
Oh, they're wood. If you're just in conversation, sorry, but
yeah. Are you not concerned? Dragon, wood, flames? It's not Carmine that kind of dragon?
Carmine wouldn't do that.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't met Carmine. Well, I mean, I can kind of believe it because he's been a little moody lately. And, before he was, kind of, but he's getting a little bit older and he's kind of becoming his own person. So he kind of keeps to himself sometimes. And then even when he's not keeping to himself, he's kind of, just kind of like a little better than everyone around him. And, just kind of does his own thing. But he's getting bigger. He's surprisingly a little bit taller than me now. And only going to get bigger. So it'll be great. I'm so excited.
That's why I needed so much fabric.
Oh yeah. I wanted to make sure that there was, this won't cover him when he gets like fully grown, but I wanted to make sure that he had a nice, comfortable space of his own while he's in the process.
Well, very thoughtful of you. And speaking of that, thank you for accompanying me getting the tea.
Well, thank you so much for accompanying me getting the fabric. I definitely appreciate it. Do you, well, we've already had this conversation before. You like tea, obviously. But I asked you about if you'd ever had tea from like grave sites.
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, I actually don't really like tea. It's more of a traditional thing for me.
She'll kind of almost like drop her fabric and be like, "Oh, I'm," and she'll stop and like just turn to. Wait, so why? So you drink it only out of tradition, not because you like it?
Yes. There's a reason I drink certain types of tea. It's actually to remember my sister by.
So you lost your sister.
And she knew I hated tea, but that's all she would ever make me drink. She said, with all the stuff you eat, you need something to wash it down that's healthy. And it got to the point I actually stopped drinking the usual grog from the tavern and just started ordering tea wherever I went. And when she passed, didn't feel right drinking anything else. So I'm starting to like it, but
sometimes it takes some time. That's a very very memorable and kind gesture, Grundy. I'm sure that wherever your sister is, that she sees your efforts and is proud of you.
Well, let's hope, but I doubt she'd see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe not. Well, hopefully. So out of all the ones, and she'll start walking again, out of all the teas that you don't like, which one do you like? Which one do you not like the least? Which one, if you could pick any tea that you've had so far, even though you don't like it, if you could pick any tea, just have that one tea the rest of your life, what tea would that be?
Definitely chamomile. It actually reminds me of her the most because it's sweet and light.
That's a good answer. Chamomile is very, very good.
And I do happen to have some really good tea left over from a while ago, so I'll brew you some up.
I love that, Grundy. I love tea. Tea is the best, and she'd go on with stories about like the different teas that she'd make with her siblings. She would probably start going into like a tea that they made from like the gravesite close to their house, but then she would stop herself and be like, that's probably a sensitive subject, and then would kind of like change to another tea and and probably talk about tea for like a good 15 minutes until we get back to the boat.
Okay, that's so sweet. All right. I'll say, let's see. You'll probably, be passing just as Liazana's walking down the docks. You'll see Liazana, Ash, and Kip walking into town. In case you want to say hi or anything. No.
Oh, okay. Hey! Oh, hi.
Hey, looks like you got your hands full.
Yep, I got some fabric. Gonna pick up some pillows tomorrow. It's no big deal. Are y'all having some food? Are you going out for some food together?
We're actually gonna go to one of the taverns in town.
Awesome.
We invited Sia and Beck if they wanted to go, and of course, if y'all get done with whatever, we'll let you know where we're going. If you would like to come.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna go hang out.
Okay.
Food, drinks, whatever.
Okay, all right. And
So-
as she's walking, like, don't get into trouble.
Lizona's gonna look back. No promises.
Does she do that often? Get into trouble?
Oh, of course not. Pretty much Rita's expression.
Scribble, 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 scribble. Hey, well, where do you want the?
Oh, you just sit down right here. And as soon as you sit it down, Brilith will give you a big hug. Thank you so much, Grundy. That was so nice of you.
Well, you're welcome. And
good
thank
being.
you for taking me along.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, you got me a discount. I don't think I would have gotten that otherwise, but I appreciate it. And I'll show you. You can have first. Well, no, I won't promise that, but you can see the thing once I'm done with it.
I'd like that very much.
Okay. All right. Hi. Should I just take it all of her stuff and take it over to some part of the ship? Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll make my way up to the upper decks, and then just kind of stand on the bow. Well, not on the bow, but by the railing of the bow, and just kind of stare off.
Like Titanic.
King of the world. Nice. Yeah.
Work of the world.
There's a lot to see. This side sort of most of the airship's dock facing the dock, so you'll see the sprawling city. There's an image in our Discord channel I put for Atmos Isle, so you can see the different tiers, the different wards are on different tiers of this floating structure. And you can see past it as the skies begin to turn a soft pink and light blues as the sun begins just barely setting. Underneath the overcast nature up above, there's some areas that are highlighted by this. And yeah, busy dock below. City itself, this open areas, the docks, and then the market ward inside. Just beyond that, you can hear a lot of the noise from the marketplace as there's so many people that live in Atmos Isles, and it is bustling still at this time. Shops are going to be closing the next hour or two, so everyone's getting the last of their business rush hour in there. But in the other direction, peace and serenity, looking out over the Omega Sea, far, far below. There's that environmental haze where it gets a little harder to see anything with clarity. You have a moment where you probably saw during your escape 2 weeks ago, session wise, the Omega Sea a little closer than you probably would have liked to, and great detail without any environmental fog. We're trying to reach up and swallow the ship. Like, a little glad you're up here with Atmos. Yeah. And Breelith, you go down. You start moving your things over and setting them down, and it's only now that you're finally at the ship. You've had to pee for so long, but you felt you could hold it. But now that you're here at the ship and you set things down, you're like, it's got to be now. And so with that, we'll take our bio break.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. And for anyone that's new here tonight, we take about a 10-minute bio break. And then we'll be back. We'll keep our audio hot because we are. And we'll catch back up in about 10 minutes. Our BRB screen up here. Thank you. All right, and there we go. Catch you all shortly. Oh my gosh, so many Zoom messages. Did you all start sussing out who wants what?
Yeah.
It got a little raunchy.
Nice. Sometimes as things when we wrap up, I'll go back. Yeah, that tracks.
No, what? This is in the face of be raunchy?
Yes.
Nice.
There you go. You got a little bit of backstory out of me.
Nice. Yeah, it was fun. That was fun. I like that contradiction too. I don't really. I was like, that's cool. I do it. Really shows the power and the care with the sister. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I mean, like the story I gave you, we're definitely, I'll be tweaking that as we go along.
Nice,
It's
nice.
that the what I gave you was just a general thing. So
Thank you.
it could be that, I don't know. I don't. Stream can hear me, right?
The stream can hear you right now. It's
Okay. So I'll type it out and like send you
Okay.
what I'm trying to like do here.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
positive.
There's a reason I like looked out over the bow too, because
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, hey, Cookie. Yeah, I could tell that I was doing my multitasking things. I'm like this and that, and then and then I'm like, no, I don't want to do that with this. I want to make sure I've got the time and attention, because I get like really short, and then like I'm not, hearing everything. So I'm like, we'll wait.
Right. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
And with that, you get a be right back screen.
Yay. Nice. That's amazing. That's Oh, hey, Cookie. I missed your. I'm stretching, Cookie. I'm stretching and stretchy. I'm stretching and hydrating. Ooh, stretch.
Thank you, Cookie.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. Drinking. All right. I'm trying Apple Jacks. Had them as a kid, tasty. Had them like 5 years ago, disgusting. Maybe they changed it again. So,
Okay.
another taste testing.
All right.
It's sugar and milk. How could it not taste good?
Right? It tastes pretty good again. It's an
Okay.
aftertaste. But otherwise, it tastes pretty good. An acceptable aftertaste, though. Borderline. Borderline acceptable aftertaste. I think the sweetness goes away. That's sort of like a chemical apple taste.
Ugh.
A little sour, a little bitter.
Interesting.
Yeah. A little like a taste of cardboard a little too.
Oh.
So,
that's kind of gross.
a little bit. But it's subtle. Sort of subtle.
With a subtle hint of cardboard right at the end.
Yum.
Getting notes of corrugation.
I love that subtle hint of cardboard.
Incredible.
Who's gonna get toasty warm here this week?
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, I made a bowl now, so I gotta eat it.
Hello. Yeah, you kind of threw me off there earlier about asking me what my particular favorite tea was. Because I have to always keep it in my head that all four of my characters like different types of tea.
Oh man.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Brandy
there's two Heinz. Hein A likes Earl Grey. Hein B likes Rooibos from South Africa. Well, the Fey Federation's version of South Africa.
Nice. You need 5
Grundy.
so you can have a Hein E.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm a child.
That would be funny. Hein's twin brother, he likes what was this? He likes black tea, with basically Earl Grey. Mo Fan likes green tea. Actually, wait, I have 5 characters. Yeah, Mo Fan likes green tea because he's a monk. And yeah, got Grundy with chamomile because gentle giant.
Awesome. I think I'm just gonna say that it's some sort of like show of having extra money that Sinister like cancels at the last minute and reschedules it for another day, so we can role play it on the next.
Sure.
I don't want to take it away from them.
That works.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A power play or something like half an hour after they're waiting.
The exhaustion, just like, are they Sincere overslept?
Yeah.
Because of the day-night cycle.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I sort of settled into a voice for Grundy. It's basically the same kind of gruff growl an orc would have. It's a lot of grunty speaking, but with the gentle tones of an elf.
Love it.
Nice. Nice when you find that.
Well, it's not every day you run into a half elf, half orc.
I don't think Lisanna wants to talk about that boat. I'm looking over my notes. Oh, right, we've got that. Oh. I'm gonna put us back. I'll put us back so we don't. I'm at least gonna take down the BRB.
Okay.
Take a few more bites here, and we'll give a little more time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I will add that as the evening is falling, just within about a half an hour or so after you were looking over everything, Grundy, watching the sun begin to set, even that portion of the sky near the horizon starts to cover cloud. And little bits of rain begin to spit. Spitting currently.
Trip,
Starts
trip, trip,
falling over
little
the
April flowers.
city.
Ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I would like one of my favorite like classic Disney tunes, like songs. Trip, 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 little April flower showers.
It's cute.
Is that from Alice in
Bambi?
Wonderland?
Bambi.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just this random like, oh, it's raining, but we're gonna make a song about it. Like a full choral song. And that's when the wind starts going and like the voices like create the wind sound. Ooh.
I feel like the hunter was the only villain in Disney movie lore that actually killed someone, because Scar didn't kill Mufasa. He dropped him off the cliff. So the ungulates got to him.
Oh yeah, he didn't technically kill.
Exactly. The hunter directly
if you push
killed
somebody
Bamboo
in front of a bus, it's the bus driver's fault.
Yeah, that person gets isekai'd,
I don't know if that holds up in court. My partner's not awake, but she is a lawyer, so I can ask her.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. She walked into my knife. She walked into your knife. She was stabbed 7 times. She walked into my knife 7 times.
Technically, well, wait, in Beauty and the Beast, I mean, Gaston.
I guess. Like
well, no,
87%
talking about
of
villains,
Disney
though,
deaths
no.
are falling from high places. There's a whole little mini article I read. It's like 87%.
Well, it's the easy way to have. It's the easy way to have them die without like someone like
off screen,
directly killing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love the fun fact. I love the fun fact that as you see Gaston falling, his pupils turn into like little skulls.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I love how I come back and Dan's like 87% of Disney deaths are falling.
Yeah.
Are we talking the parks, the movies?
I think there's somebody at Disney who's one of their story leads, and he's just like mortified of heights. He's like, this is the scariest thing that could ever happen to someone.
Claire, do you not think that story leads have not changed in 80 years?
Not at all. He is an immortal, like half cyborg man who's like frozen.
You remember that meme in The Office where everybody's putting their suggestions, he puts a suggestion and gets flung out of the building? That's him. It's based on him.
Is this why I can't get a job in the industry, is because people are living for like 90 years in the same position? That's it.
I hate to say it, but actually that's kind of true.
That actually, yeah.
It's like kind of an exaggeration of the truth, but it's probably part of it. Because like I'm in academia. It's because professors are staying until they're like 80 and like refusing to retire. I don't know if that's what it's like in that industry, but like it's definitely like that in some places.
It's more or less you're like fighting for jobs with like people who have worked for like Disney and Pixar, and so yeah, you're fine with people with a lot more experience under their belt than
for a new
most applicants. What did you say?
Time for a new belt.
Get that belt and take it off.
All right, and with that, I'm going to drop us back in. So we have Lisanna heading into town with Ash and Kip. Ashavar is just resting. Ashavar is taking it easy on the ship, and they went out and they did their thing yesterday, and like I don't have time today to deal with the bowler hat guy again or any of that. Sleeping off this exhaustion. Sinister as well, way overslept into the evening, and will once he wakes up late after that meeting, he'll be like, I'll send him 20 gold, and it's just a power move we do as the wealthy folks. And Breelith was taking a pee. Grundy, you were looking over looking over off the side of the ship, or the front of the ship there. Let's see. But Breelith, you were bringing all your materials over, and Zia, you had finished training, and you're just sort of down wherever in the ship. So I guess I think that at least in talking to Lisanna, talking to Breelith and Grundy as she passed, by then Ash would have suggested. Actually, probably be Kip. Kip would have found this place. It's called the Salty Boot, and it's a tavern in gosh, I think it's actually in the Merchant District. But it's a good place in the evenings to go and tie one on. I'll take a look at the actual district, but it's called the Salty Boot, and that's where Kip insists that you and Ash go, Lisanna. So you're welcome to share that with Grundy and Breelith as you walk by, if you want.
Yeah, I would let them know, and then like as we're like after we talk to them, probably say like, hey, do you mind passing this off to like Zia and Vic so that they know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you share that with them? Sorry, it's actually in the academic ward. So you'll have to travel up to the academic ward to get to the Salty Boot.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, notes galore. All right. So, Ruth, what are you doing with those materials?
Sabrila's going to like just drop all the materials into that room, that spare room that she found on the same floor.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, did you say something, Dan? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. She dropped them in there, and then she would go and find Vic.
Okay. Yeah, he's in the galley, just prepping some food. He's doing a small dinner for those. Just reheating stuff from lunch today. He's tired.
So she'll go to wherever he's at and just be like,
and lean over the counter, like between the galley and the kitchen.
mm-hmm. Vic, did you get any progress on our project we talked about?
Maybe clearly doesn't remember what project you're talking about.
He said that he would work on something to like for the like out on the deck for Carmine, because Breelith was asking about a bigger room.
Oh, I remember. Vic doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. Maybe. Oh, the big thing for Carmine out on the deck.
Oh, right. No, not yet. I was going to wait. Until all of my tasks were done for the day here, and then set up. There's some tools and stuff I use to sort of do the engineering aspect to this. Thought I might ask Wisp to help out with that as well. If I wasn't gonna mention Carmine, but it might be more helpful if I do. Is that all right with you if I mention that to Wisp?
That it's for Carmine?
Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
So I bought some stuff for it, but I need it to be. Can I help? I, do you need some help around the kitchen? And then that I can help you with the process. I'm really eager to get started.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, just be heating things up. Have to be honest, wasn't even gonna work on it until a bit later tonight. Has it's been I know you all had a rough week, but it's been a bit of a week without you and worrying and such. And after all that waiting and worrying is over, sometimes you just feel like you need to take a big breath and a bigger drink. And I was sort of hoping to just rest here and take a drink too before working on that later tonight. I mean,
So
I
what
can
time are you
get
gonna
you
so what time are you gonna work on tonight?
whenever I felt I was ready. Uh, Probably 11 or so. Or,
Is there anything
sometime
I can
before
do in the
midnight.
meantime?
Nothing that could help me. I mean, you could sure if you're willing to help, you can. Yeah. All this needs to be cleaned up, and he looks back to the kitchen, and there's some mess still from like lunchtime. Pots, pans, dishes need to be cleaned, floors swept, and some.
Okay. Yeah. Breathable roper sleeves to help him.
Thank you. All right, let's get to work. You can start over and start talking with you to.
The sooner we can get this done, the sooner you can get your drinks and your time, and the sooner we can start. Let's go.
Excellent. All right. Mm-hmm. And so you help him. Doesn't take too long, like 20 minutes to get things done.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a good drink. I'll see you later.
I'll come get you as soon as I'm ready, or I'll just send a message. It'll be a fair bit later. It'll be a few
Okay.
hours with it.
I'll see you then.
Yeah. Okay, and you head on out. Zia, how about you?
So Zia's been trying to find Ashavar this whole time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
To kind of ask about, how the alchemy stuff is going and potentially some other stuff, but I don't know if Zia has been successful yet. Because she might have just forgotten where Ashvar lives, because she's passed Liazana twice. It still hasn't found it.
Nice. Sorry. All right, so I'm sorry. Successful in what again? I had a
in
disconnect.
Finding Ashavar, which
I
think you said Ashavar was like sleeping till evening, so maybe it's like Ashavar's room is just locked. Or
yeah, she's in there. You'll see her around that dinner time. She'll be up and kind of groggy, like extra groggy. But she'll say hi. She's saying, "Oh, hey, what are you doing, Thea?"
Oh, well, I wanted to talk to you about some stuff, but I think a couple of us were going out to like this place that like Kip found, I think.
Oh.
Liaison was telling me about it. I don't know. Would you be in the mood? We could talk about stuff there if you wanted to, but I don't know how you're feeling.
Would it be bad? Can I ask if we can talk tomorrow? I'm just
yeah, totally.
that week that took its toll.
No, I totally get you. Yeah.
Good.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be some like questions about like, well, first of all, like there were some items that we found that were pretty rad that are like in the captain's quarters. If you want, they're kind of up for grabs a little bit right now. If there's something that like intrigues you,
take a look.
Yeah, and then like yeah, I wanted to talk to you potentially about like some dream stuff, because you're good with that.
Yeah, I can help
but
with
we
that.
could do that tomorrow. We could totally do that tomorrow.
All right, thank you. It's just so it's like this pain in here, just straight to the back of my head, and it just if I can just sleep it off.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let me know tomorrow about your dream stuff, and I'll tell you whatever I can about it. got that connection.
All right. Well, make sure you get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, have a good night, with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm kind of groggily.
You're not gonna miss anything, I promise. We'll try not to have too much fun.
Okay, or have a lot and then tell me about it. Experience it vicariously.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. And so then Zia will probably find Vic, and then they'll probably leave together.
Okay. I'm sorry. Who are you finding to? Vic? Did you say?
Yeah. Vic.
Yeah. Vic's like, oh, hey, like shy. Oh, I'd love to. Hey, hey, let's go. Well, should I clean up? Or it's got like grease on an apron and stuff.
I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe not the apron.
right.
Maybe not the
Right.
apron.
Hangs that up. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Nice. All right, and he'll follow you. Maybe like 10 minutes in Breelith, he'll realize like that he's going on this and is far more interested in this. And like, oh,
I'm sorry.
hey, let's get at that. Get me in the morning, not too early in the morning, but perhaps about like mid-morning. Is when a little bit before my shift starts. I'll be up at say 10:30. Get me then, and Wisp is in, and we'll start figuring that out. Some stuff, very important things came up tonight, and I'm not missing this. Sorry, but we'll get it tomorrow. Or you're muted, I think.
Was this a mental message?
Yeah, they're on a loop. Yep. He's already like heading into town with Zia, but he realized like 10-15 minutes later, like, I should let Breelith know. Is that your reply? Like a soft?
Oh yeah, sure. Sounds fine.
Great. We'll get it all figured out. You can like, all right. Anyway, thank you. Nice. Awesome. All right. So Zia and Vic head to the Salty Boot. Liazana, Ash, and Kip are already there. And that just leaves here anyway. Ashavar's back to bed. Sinister's still asleep. So Breelith and Grundy's, you've wrapped up these other things. What do you two have in mind in the evening? Are you joining the rest of the crew, or are you hanging here?
I'll let Grundy answer first.
I might join the rest of the crew.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I was oftentimes told that I spend too much time alone.
Here's an opportunity. All right, with those thoughts in mind, Grundy. Breelith, how about you?
Did Vic give her like an idea where he was gonna like do this thing?
Nope, just said that he has some tools he uses when to set up, the different engineering tools and things like that to draw the schematics. Not quite a shipwright, but effectively, like he did the building and repair piece, and he's pretty insightful into a good portion of the engineering. But Wisp is like the engineer, so that helps.
Is Wisp on the boat?
Well, as far as you know, you would have seen him, or if you're looking for him, you'll find him down in that bottom section. He seems to spend his off time down in that secret area that you unlocked after some time, like studying the advanced technology stuff.
She would go and find a Wisp.
Okay. Again, air genasi, seemingly, and you find there's always this Zephyr that blows nearby, and so as you're heading down through the ship, you head down the stairs into that lowest section, and you feel that okay, must be around here somewhere. Oh,
Wisp?
hello. Right.
Hi. Hey, sorry to bother you.
Oh, not bother.
So I was asking Vic with a little help on something, but
Right.
well, I don't know, he seemed tired or something. I
You're so excited a minute ago. Seem full of energy, more than I've seen him in months. You sure?
he's off, he's not here. So I was
All
like,
right.
let me go and ask
All right.
Wisp. So
Well, glad to be your second choice. Oh yeah, it sounds
um
sarcastic, but yeah, it could have been your 10th. Only second, that's not bad.
you should, yeah, yep. Um so Carmine, right? The dragon on the ship.
Right. I do.
So I getting a little big, right? A little too
Jeez.
big to be staying in my room with me.
A bit. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not fitting there much.
I was thinking about putting him in another room across, on the same floor, but he's getting bigger, and
yeah.
so I thought
You wouldn't get him in
maybe
there?
something bigger.
Right.
So Vic had an idea of maybe like making a little area on the top deck, I think,
Right.
for him. And I was just, since Vic is not here, I thought, well, let me talk to Wisp and see if he has any ideas of a place that we could. I'm not saying that he will always fit in this place, but just something for the in between before he gets too big to rest on the ship, I guess.
Right. Well, you'd have to do we'd have to do our research first. Like, you have to consider what is it that dragons like as far as roosting. Yeah, do they like a nice place to perch? Do they like something relatively uneven to lay down in, or do they want it nice and smooth? They want to cater it to the creature.
I know that Carmine usually he lays on my bed and he seems to like to lay on soft things.
I was thinking maybe like actual research, like studies and books, or maybe a walking encyclopedia on dragons. Aiden.
Dan, is Eden included in our mental network?
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Eden, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. To reference your knowledge of dragons, do you know what dragons usually like to lay on, like straw, rock? I know Carmine has up to this point been laying on like soft things.
It depends on the dragon. Yeah.
Well, on Carmine's type then.
We can discuss.
I mean, you remember
Yes,
Carmine's type, right?
I do.
Okay.
Like they've been resting on your bed because it is more comfortable for newborn. Long before you'll be able to communicate rather directly in common. You could always wait and ask directly coming month. Or try and ask them now if they have a preference. Typically, yes. Soft is good for celestial dragon. And as adults, they form their own clouds and top those. They hold a sort of magical density.
That's adorable. Okay.
It's
Well, thank you, Eden. I'm trying to build a little space for Carmine in the in between growing stages. So I'm just trying to find something that'd be comfortable for them.
You'll probably want to perch before too long, rather than a restful area. A place they'll be dragons, once they reach a certain age, are able to rest in flight. Have an extraordinary sixth sense to prevent them from falling or flying into anything, or to when danger is present, and simply like to perch and rest. The ship will accommodate a perch on which Carmine could
That's great.
rest.
Well, then a space for his own then, because I have a bunch of fabric and shit that I've already paid for, so I need
That sounds
to do something with it.
Yeah. I suppose that's for you to figure out.
Okay, thanks. Rayla hangs up the phone mentally. Looks at Wisp. I think I'm going to go to bed early tonight.
Oh, all right.
Thanks, Wisp. You've been a great help.
Sure.
And yeah, she's going to go to her bed and go to bed.
Oh, poor Rayla. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not sleeping, but
okay.
laying in
Ruminating.
bed angrily.
Yeah. Nice. All
Is
right.
Carmine in there when she goes in?
Carmine is in there, yep. Down on the floor.
Okay, she is gonna just like lay on her bed. Just like Carmine, I tried.
Carmine will lift their head and neck up and just lay it across your belly.
If you need anything, hopefully you can tell me. Otherwise, I don't know when I'm gonna do all this shit now. Looks over at the door, which she knows on the same floor as all the other fabric that she just paid 200 fucking gold for. And yep.
Fine.
Okay.
Kind of nudges.
Maybe I can make something for Liazana. Ooh. Okay. Wait, I'm not going to bed.
Nice.
Lila's gonna just start making like a bunch of like, she's just gonna start drawing in her journal.
Okay. Nice. Light a little candle on a little desk area next to your bed. And you can draw by candlelight. Okay. For everyone else, it'll arrive in different, first, of course, we'll backtrack to Liazana, Kip, and Ash. At the Salty Boot, you take the Bamfing circle there up to the academic ward. And it's a bunch of it's busy. It's busy this time of night. A lot of people are finished with their classes for the day, and they're looking to party or otherwise celebrate, and just very lively crew in the academic ward. And you find your way down to the Salty Boot, which is a pretty sizable tavern. It's a whole corner building on a lot, and three stories up, like, because they have it's an inn too. The top two areas are sort of an inn. It's sort of like an extended stay inn, and some of the college students that come in for a semester might stay there or something like that and then go. And the bottom area is this huge tavern, and even that has a second floor that goes underground a bit. In the back, the first front corner of this building in that L shape is bars in the back corner. It's laid out with tables and benches and closed off benches around the perimeter, open circular tables, and then both directions stairs go down to like half a floor to a whole nother area that extends and wraps around the back. And the very back of that somewhat lower floor is like the VIP section. It's walled off with doors and stuff. So you enter, it's busy, it's brightly lit, has a lot of orange, pinks, and blue, light blues and stuff for little lanterns that hang about the place. And it's not rowdy like many of the taverns you've been to, but it's noisy with conversation. And if you listen in, it's more scholarly conversation. sometimes, things of academics, but also life and this and that. A lot of ideals being discussed and such.
Nerds.
So.
Wow.
It's funny.
Rough.
I can't say much.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. Oh. That's so great. Yeah, so you step in and Ash and Kip look at you like pick your spot.
She's Liaison's gonna suggest that they find like a large enough area, like whether it be like a booth or like a large enough table, that if other people were gonna end up showing up, that we would at least have a space for them.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Like maybe like a large corner booth if it's open, or if it's
Mm.
not, just like find like a table or something.
Okay. Well, I think that over there looks sort of like a booth. It's like a half booth. What's the idea? Well, whatever, right? I think it's just part of their design here. Sort of like has a half wall surrounding what looks to be rather large booth. Inside, it sort of makes like a capital C shape where you walk in the center, benches all around, and two tables, so people can sit in the middle with chairs too. But it should be plenty to seat about 11, 12 people.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
Right. Okay. Let me just, I'm going to put a little money down over the bartender. Say, I don't want them to give us a hard time about just being a few of us. I'll explain the situation, give them some gold down from that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like I said, first round's on me anyways, and she's gonna probably
Oh, that's sweet. The rest are on us. The rest are on us. You drink whatever you want tonight.
Y'all don't have to do that.
Oh, I know. Now you sit down.
She's gonna give
ready.
him like what do you think? 10 gold?
Oh yeah, I mean Ash will be like, just give me. Again, I'm setting up a tab. First round of drinks ain't gonna be more than a gold. You give me gold, you'll be fine. You did
A
your
gold?
part. A single, that's right. One single gold. There's all I need.
Okay.
Thank you, Leah. This is your night. Take the one gold. And she'll go open up a tab and put down a substantial amount. She'll come back. Right, well, think they're gonna give us some priority service tonight. So make sure that you get what you want. Remember to drink a little water along with all this, so you don't, we got to make it through the night.
Yeah.
We got this.
Don't let last time to happen.
Oh, no. Right. So the three of you sit down and, get to have some nice chat. There's some music playing here. There's different bands that are going to play throughout the night. You get like a half an hour of this band before they switch over to another style of music. But not too long after, within that first half an hour, around a half an hour, have small talk and get to share a bit about what happened, whatever you feel like sharing about, that week. And they're like, you're kidding me. Like they did that. Tell me they did not do, kind of. Yeah. Like, what? Exactly. Before I believe that Zia and Vic are next. I think they have. Zia and Vic both kind of duck under, the main door jam here to get in. And you see the same thing. And you see Ash, like, it's they're half wall, so they're just kind of Ash wavy all over.
Okay. I'm just kind of
yeah.
coming on through.
There's some banners that are, little banners with decor on them that you kind of duck under.
We're just bumping into each and every one of them.
Yeah. Get this out of my face. Yeah, and you pull up a seat. And Vic, of course, after you.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. And then you both kind of like, so maybe it'll fit 8 or 9 people because Vic's kind of not that Zia takes up too much room side to side, but Vic does. And so, so he sits down and oh hey, wonder is there a menu for the drinks? And there are other stuffed everywhere in the little salt and pepper shaker stuff. What are
Wait,
you
so has
getting,
anybody
Zia?
else ordered, or are we the first, or how
Yeah,
long have y'all been here before we got here?
Oh
Deal
yeah,
kind of start that up, basically.
yeah. We've got like a tab started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So order whatever.
What's half hour?
I mean, within reason.
Z and Vic can kind of like make eye contact and immediately like turn to like the last page at the very bottom, looking for like most expensive
The
thing.
drinks. Oh yeah, yep. Oh, I've never heard of that being used in a drink. They don't even have that anywhere near. Well, should we do a tasting? We can each get drinks and then just sort of tell each other, oh, we like that, and we don't
I
like
love that
that.
idea. I love that idea.
Thank you, Leah, Captain. Thank
Oh
you,
yeah.
Captain. Nice. It gets a little more rowdy. It's not rowdy, but more excited, and there's more, conversation. Zia, you'll overhear, questions about some of the things that went on at camp. You can add your take on some of that too. And an outhouse, is you're saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That
They were
tell you about
outhouses.
those outhouses.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And they let you all just.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. They just let us all go to the. I mean, Sinister gets the credit,
Right. I
should-
can see that.
Raise a small, like maybe a sip or two to him.
The Sinister, and then another excuse to take another drink for them. Yeah.
I don't know if we would have made it without him deceiving the one guard into thinking that all of us were going to the bathroom at the same time.
Well, I guess that'll just be another feather in Sinister's cap, man. I'm sure that'll be we'll probably hear about that for a while. Well, and around that time, maybe like 45, 50 minutes in, I think that'll be Grundy. Yeah, same thing, Grundy. You duck under the door jamb and kind of scan all the busyness in here. And this is the large, tavern. You can see like almost 80 feet to 80 feet in both directions before the stairs go down. It's a really big space. And again, you see, you see the back of Vic's head up over the half wall, and Z on the other side, and everyone raises a glass and goes, hey, yeah, and then Zia catches sight of you, and
I walk over, avoiding the banners. How tall is Zia?
That is a question that would be in my character sheet. That I will.
6 foot something.
Yeah, it's like up there.
Okay, so it's much worse for me at my height than
almost 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
I think 6'10"
Yeah, so
or something like that. So
yeah, definitely a lot worse for Grundy then, because as he ducks, one banner smacks right into the beam of wood right behind it.
oh yeah.
I found these low ceilings, and hunches over and then walks as if he was bowing. Hello, everyone. What's to drink?
Well, isn't they'll move over a little.
We've got a tab.
They've got a tab.
Yeah.
That's something.
Whose tab is it? Liazana, is it your tab? Are you paying?
I mean, I put in a goal to cover the first round at least.
Oh.
But
you just, yeah. Whatever you want for yourselves. I've got it tonight.
Well,
if you say so.
I wouldn't say no to a chamomile.
Well, you can see what's on this here menu. Slaps down a big ass drink menu. Anything's got chamomile in that. Have at it.
Leaf through it.
There's a
No.
couple of mixed drinks in here that have little chamomile worked into it. Not many.
I'll I love this one. And points. Oh, oops.
Grundy's
I
already
just
had too much. Just looking at the menu.
I love this one. The one that looks like the sweetest with the chamomile in it.
Okay. Nice. Great. Sort of like a hot toddy drink, but chamomile. Um, will you enjoy that there? Extra strong here, and Ash seems to know it. She has an empty one next to her. Like,
I will sip very slowly.
All right, yeah. So Grundy, same thing. There's a little bit of talk with at least Kip and Ash are so curious about this week and the different stories, and you get to put your input into, all the different things that happen. Yeah, but then it just kind of moves on. You get to hear Grundy some stories from the crew from before your time. Um, at maybe a couple hours in, Kip and Ash are going to be losing their shit. Like everything's hilarious to them. And they're going to be almost in tears. And yeah, what happened to that? Right, it'll be Kip, who's a turtle. Actually dresses like a leather-clad ninja. She's, right, and then they start the bloody book. See, you know the way you and Breelith are always going on about it. With the stories. The ship that eats
those
other
books.
Oh, right.
That book. Oh my gosh, I thought you were talking about the other ones.
Oh, the one that ends everything as we know it. No, I try not to think about that.
But I mean, actually, our Breelith got like another book. I think it was that book from
No.
it was some guy at that camp.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, we should crack it open. Breelith and Sinister should do like a dramatic reading. I think that would be.
We should. I'm gonna ask him now, and you see Kip go into the mental message and send to Breelith and Sinister, like, listen, there's something very important we need you two to do. We're down at the salty boot, and we need you. We need you to bring that book, the very serious book about tales of ships eating people.
Yes.
And we need you to tell us the stories, like theatrically. And if you don't come, you're just not a good friend. So please get the book and come on down quickly, because I know you're good friends. we gotta hear this.
Yeah,
come on down.
You gotta.
Yeah, Breelith's in complete like focus mode now. So she's just like, sorry, busy.
Oh.
Boo.
That's a buzzkill.
Boo.
Oh. And to think that that's not the Breelith I was training. Brushing me off now that I ask for something. I see how it is.
Yeah,
I don't ask
you
for
tell
anything.
him.
It's the first time I've said, "Hey, can you do this?" And she's like
every time Breelith needs something, you're always there.
I'm right fucking there. Right. What's that, Breelith? You want to learn how to navigate a super complicated ancient technology ship? Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take my time to do that.
Like, insane, crazy. What do you put up with?
Right. Not this. I guess I have to. Whatever.
This is like several drinks deep, by the way. Like, it's not like typical.
Boom. Nice. And the Ash rather jumps in. I can't believe that there's. I mean, all right. Can I be honest with you, Zia? Part of me felt like maybe you and Breelith were just making that up. I really didn't think there was a book. No offense.
Oh, I mean, what's more likely, that there is a pervasive myth of a ship that eats people, or that Breelith and I got together in secret and like just like planned to keep bringing these up? Like, that would be ridiculous.
Well, I guess we'll never know, since Breelith isn't a true friend.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll never know.
I'm just kidding. She gets back her drink. I'm sure she's just busy or something. Something more
Yeah,
important
I'm
than
sure
us.
it's something important. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Liazana, you're here. Like, so Brilith would never
Right.
pass up an opportunity.
She just did, Leia. Listen, she starts treating you wrong. You let us know, right?
It's
know
probably
what's
up.
it's probably like a surprise or something for you, Liazana. Like, honestly, like it's probably something for you.
Oh no.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
They were carrying a whole bunch of fabric. It might have been something for Carmine.
Like, oh, what color was the fabric?
I think they were all in bags, so I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What if it's like a dress or something? Like they're like Brilith is gonna make like a special dress or something for like a special occasion.
Oh.
I mean, oh, maybe it's something special for like, oh, that would be incredible.
Oh, what are you gonna do, Leia? If she gives you a beautiful dress.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever worn a dress before.
Oh.
Oh, I was thinking it was gonna be for Brilith, like to like.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
or I mean, it could go anyway. It could go anyway. It could go. It could be for both. They could be a matching pair.
Leia, that'd be so sweet.
Or maybe it's like I don't know, something like more traditional like garb. I don't know. Maybe like shorts with like tons of pockets to put things in.
That'd be nice. Pockets that actually fit things. That'd be nice too.
That way, when an enemy comes after you, they don't know which pocket you're gonna like pull something out of. You've got so many.
Right. That's good thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my personal opinion, Brilith would look good in anything. So.
Oh, it's like a collective off. Yeah. At least between Vic, Kip, and Ash and a minimum. I won't speak for anyone else. So. Yeah, and then the party goes back to just I feel like the crew, the NPC crew, are gonna like offer up some sentiments that like because they're all getting that lovey-dovey phase of the drinking, especially like the extra appreciation, like Cotton, you're a really good Cotton. I hope you know that. You've seen us through quite a bit.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
we're here. Didn't you think we were going to make it off that island we got left on?
I mean, we've been through quite a bit.
Well, you've brought us through quite a bit.
It's not just me, though. I'm not the only person responsible.
Of course not, but you've been directing us just wonderfully.
Well, I guess y'all are kind of like my new tribe, so.
Oh, another collective. Yeah. Grundy, like assuming you took the seat to the left of Vic that he offered, he kind of nudges you. You know that on a very dark night, well, much like this one, you look outside and the rain's falling kind of heavy now outside. We were traversing a terrible storm like this, months out from Many Island, and terrible storm befell us. Lightning crashing seemed to follow us for days. I'm starting to exaggerate a little bit. And it did follow you for a couple days. And the storm clouds above descended lower and lower. So much so that the roiling clouds of the Omega Sea began to surge, and the two met right in front of us with no option to steer around it. We had to fly through. Captain gave the word. We can make it. And as we flew through, lightning flashing about left and right, rain like you couldn't imagine. I could hold my hand out this close in front of my face and I couldn't see it. things start contradicting a little bit. He's totally, I mean, partially exaggerating. Then, as the lightning began to stake, you could see a wee bit through the clouds. So the clouds were moving. The clouds themselves. But it wasn't even the clouds, Bundy. It was a giant beast that serpent the skies. As wide through its body as the ship is from stem to stern. Hundreds and hundreds of feet in length, flying and twisting, twirling about the ship, ready to destroy it. In a given moment, Captain got us through that. Thea got us through that. This crew, we come together when we need to. We've seen some terrible things. That's what Captain means. Says we've been through quite a bit. We made it out of that life, barely. So, welcome aboard, Grundy.
Well, so more like that.
To more like that. On the slash, he's drinking half the cup now. The rest is
Sip. Grundy, just keep on sipping because it's alcohol. So sip.
Gotcha. Nice. And the crew goes around, and shares, about Zia, and some of the crew even like gives like a fond welcome again to you, Grundy. They talk about, Ashavar, some of the cool things like playing the viola. I forget what she plays, but maybe the violin. Instrument playing and some of the cool things that she does, like with the little bone dice and other stuff, and little bits of bones and fortune telling. And of course, Sinister comes up like, and there was that time when Sinister, um, yeah, so it's kind of a bonding, nice night as the thunder begins to crack and roll in the background. Um, Barely audible still though over the hub. Um, Ash at one point it's like, "Whew, all right, well, um, I while I can still make my way back to the ship, I'm gonna head out. Just gonna find my way to the bathroom here, wherever that is first, but um, it's just sort of like she stands up, a little bit of wobble. Right. Well, I hope that you all celebrate as long as you like tonight. I got a tab open. And make sure that you get everything that you want. All right. No one hold back. Tonight's not a celebration. We are reunited. You're safe and sound. So I'm just gonna go find that and get back to the ship, and I'll see y'all late afternoon.
Let us know via my link when you get back.
Right. You got it. All right. She heads off. And Kip will stay with you, Leah, until liaison until you're ready to go home. Vic is Vic is gonna stay at least as long as he is staying, and do their drink tasting until that gets old or whatever. Uh, and yeah, he's you know doing the same thing, holding the same conversations, but he's definitely taking some extra times where he's just kind of like you'll catch him like looking over at you, like kind of look, and then go about his drink and stuff.
You'll be like, do I have something in my teeth?
No, they're perfect. They're fine.
Oh, are you staring at my teeth?
Well, just that and everything they're attached to, I guess. It's all.
Okay.
Well, you're just saying the mental link, looking around at everyone. You're just very. You know how sometimes when you've spent a night out like in a forest or out on the side of a mountain, And when you wake up in the morning, it's chilly, but you step out into the sunlight, the morning sun, and it just basks you in this glow, this warmth, and you feel safe and you feel warmed and seen and felt. Um, you're sort of like the sun in that when I look at you. And so sometimes just, but it's not. I mean, your teeth. It's not your teeth. Your teeth are very lovely as well. Uh, it's just that. And he's just kind of fidgeting with his fingers on the table, like he's not saying it out loud.
And Zia like is very slowly coming to understand. Like very, very slowly. He's like, oh. Oh. Oh my, okay. Like this is starting to contextualize some stuff for her a little bit.
Nice.
It's like looking around is just like, I think Vic and I are gonna head back to the ship. We'll see y'all there.
Oh, it's been great.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
We'll definitely have to do this on Ash's tab again sometime soon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pardon me, Grundy. Pats you on the shoulder, Grundy. I'm just gonna get past you there. And heads out with Zia. Is there anything that like Grundy and Liazana want to do? With I think Kip is still there. It's probably gotten pretty late into the night. If you think you would have gone home before like 1:30, then go ahead. Otherwise, it's probably getting close to 1:30.
I think she probably would have decided about that point that it's probably time to go back.
Okay. Oh, Kip hiccups. Right, Colin, can you let's right? I'll you well let's arm over each shoulder, right, and then I'll that way I'm supporting you and you're supporting me, and we can make it back together.
Yeah, I'll just go close up the tab real quick.
Right. Hey, all right. Hey, I'll be here. And pops back down in the chair.
Yeah. So she just, walks over to the bartender, closes the tab, and she's like, "Okay, I'm good to go. Grundy, you good to go?"
Yeah. You go on ahead. I still have to finish this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we can stick around. I hate to leave you by yourself.
No. It's all right. It's all right. It's almost done. Yeah, I'm feeling a little lightheaded as it is, so I might just, finish it off, and I'll follow you guys.
Oh, we don't mind sticking around or at least I don't mind.
You don't have to be right. Or you can bring it with you.
I mean, it's just tea, right?
It's alcoholic.
Oh.
Something, so.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, this little thing's not really going to affect somebody this big, so.
I mean, maybe.
I imagine Grundy like just using.
Nice, yeah, the tiniest glass. Yeah. He might have seen something. We might want to stay. But yeah, maybe he's trying to just say we should go so he can, maybe he's gonna make a move on someone, or maybe he just wants us, a little more time to himself. I mean, you know how we get on the ship; it gets real. It's a lot.
Are you doing this via mind link?
No, she's like, you can hear Kip. She thinks she's whispering. She's not.
I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, you can bring it with you, or come, or we can wait, or we'll leave you be. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll follow. You guys, you go ahead.
All right, we'll clear the way for you.
Well, don't take too long.
Right,
and then she'll kind of like put her arm underneath Kip's arm to.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Supporting each other like we do every day. And she starts like singing it as a song as she too walk out and head begin heading back to the ship. Maybe it's like it's probably like a 30 30-minute walk because you've got to go back to maybe like a 35-minute walk because you're heading back to that teleportation area and then all the way to the merchant area out to the docks. Grundy, do you just follow a little bit later, or do you have anything else you want to
Yeah, I pretty much just finish as much as I can. The stuff is sweet, but it's cloyingly sweet. So I puts the mug down on the bar.
Mhm.
It's like and puts a couple of pieces of silver.
Mm.
Thank you. Nice establishment.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. One tiny suggestion.
Mm.
You might want to raise the banners just a hair.
Oh,
And I kind of draw myself up to my full height.
Mm.
Like,
that's a
I pat
good
the wood.
suggestion.
Yeah, it's
I'll see
the
to
banners
it.
kind of blind you to the fact that there's wood here.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
thank
have a good morning.
you too. Looks around like, yeah, okay, yeah, I should probably raise those a little more.
So basically, just walking back to the ship, but I also, kind of look around, take everything because
Mhm.
this is so far removed from what home was like. And the Omega Sea, everything's brand new to Grundy. The Omega Sea is brand new to Grundy too. So,
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you find your way back, taking in the sights, the academic ward, and then through the market ward, now to back to the.
pet the random dogs that come by.
Yeah, nice. All right. Does anyone have anything want to do before like sleepy time tonight? Oh, okay. Breathe.
Is there so would Breelith know of a place outside on the ship that would be kind of secluded?
I don't think
Like
there's
not
anywhere in the ship
traversed?
that's particularly secluded. There's the very rear portion of the ship, where the mast furthest back is. That's up above even the navigation area. There's a map in Discord too, like of the ship, if you want to take a look. It'd be the leftmost part of the deck in that particular image. It's just up a little bit. Where there's a mast in the center of it, and it's not a particularly large space.
Oh, it has a mast in the center of it?
Yeah, yep.
It's
the rear mast out of the three.
That's the islands. I guess it's pinned, right? Yeah. Okay. It's at the far left of the image.
Mhm.
Is that the space? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And that's not like utilized for anything, correct?
I mean, there's a lot of rigging that goes into that rear sail and stuff. So people are climbing up and down that to rig the sails, but the floorboards themselves, it's typically going over to the mast and climbing up and coming back down. There's again some that comes down to get, once the everything's wound up and to get battened down and stuff, but a lot of that flooring is clear and doesn't see too much use aside from people walking from the stairs.
What's the back wall look like? What's is that just
The rail.
a railing?
Mhm.
How high of a railing?
Let's say maybe 3.5 feet.
Um, like I was going to say, would Breelith know where there is any like planks of wood and nails and a hammer?
I don't know. Would I don't think anyone's ever pointed out, so it's up to you. I mean, there's some on the ship for repairs. It'd be up
She'd
to you.
probably ask if she didn't know. Just find someone to ask.
I think it's just Wisp.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you'd find Charlie currently. He's investigating in the city.
Hey, do you have do we have any extra like planks of wood and hammer and nail?
Uh, well, maybe. You know, what? Sorry, it sounds like maybe you're looking to do something with the ship. I have to say, you should really just check in first. So the wood's fairly precious with this ancient technology and ship.
Sure.
And it doesn't work. Like you can't just hammer or nail it. It's a little bit of like magic involved. In order for it to work. But
Okay.
and it's also like some aerodynamics and such. What is it you're looking to do? Maybe I can. I mean, aren't we looking to work this together?
Well, I'm not doing it for Carmen anymore.
Oh.
I just want to find a place to make a tent, but I would like it to be outside if at all possible.
Hmm.
And I don't want it to be like where there are a bunch of people walking around all the time.
Well, we could string something up at the very back of the ship from the mast back to the rail. Tie off like a cloth.
I have cloth.
Right, maybe some stones, something to hold down that cloth. I wouldn't suggest putting nails through the the floorboards of the ship, but maybe just something heavy to weigh it down. If you're looking for something more permanent, we can take a look at that instead. I'm a little disappointed. I was starting to get ideas for Carmine for you. What happened to that?
Doesn't seem like a good idea.
Same. All right.
According to the dragon expert. So
Really?
I'm not a dragon expert, so I don't know.
All right. Well, I can help you get some heavy things, and I can read the rope. Show you what needs to be done.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we don't have to do that tonight. We can do it tomorrow if you want to.
Done down here, just studying. So put some tools away in a toolbox. Right. Let's sounds like a bit of a disappointment there with Carmine, and I'm here. You know, I'm not going to leave you dry after something like that. Let's get you fixed up with this next project.
We'll have to give Wisp a huge hug.
Okay. It's squanched in
Thank
the hug.
you.
Right, there. Yep, you're strong. Let's go take care of that.
All right. She probably like brought the fabric with her and like
Down
set
the
it
hall.
outside the door. And then like so like, okay, ready to go.
All right, well, lead the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she's just looking just to construct to construct a little like tent back there. To be able to put like the little like flooring that she paid for down.
Okay.
And I think that's it. 'Cause I think everything else is being like made. So
yeah. So you can yeah, that very base level of flooring, not like the no, I think the cushiony stuff for the floor and the cushiony stuff for the blanket need to be stuffed. They're being made, but you have the stuff for the top of the tent.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, so you've got it's like 10 feet if you bring it all the way to the back of the mast. And Kip helps you in a way where it's going to be just in the rear, doesn't affect the ladder to climb up and down or any of the function of the ship. Like make sure if shit hits a fan, you know, nothing will be in the way. It's like 10 feet from rail to the back of that mast, and it's sort of down at a slope because you know Kip suggests like, well, we can make this up to like 15, well, not 15 feet, but up to 15 feet. He suggests about 12 feet high off the mast down to the 3.5 foot tall rail. That way, one side's kind of shallow, but there's plenty of breathing room as it goes up to the mast. and says, "Right, so we could weigh this down to something heavy, and when we're in movement, I don't know how well this setup will work, but while we're docked, and for tonight, and until we leave." We could probably just bring this down and tie it off to the rails on the side, and then just have the whole width of this back here as
Okay.
tent.
Is there anything you need to make it more permanent, or?
Well, that would require some engineering. See what we can do
Okay.
so that it doesn't act like a parachute or something catching the wind as we're trying to fly back, or just rip it right off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so just for your consideration too,
Mhm.
and I know we use this for other things as well, but yeah, two things. One are the captain's quarters, rather large doors, and it can be whatever you want. Could possibly be a place, right, for your friend, because it could be an open space if you wanted.
Yeah.
It could be a perfect roost if you wanted.
What would happen to my stuff though when I put it inside?
I think as
And
long
say someone walks in and is like, I want a kitchen, then what would happen to?
I don't think you'd need your stuff for that, as long as you thought it would be. Um, but I think, as I've come to understand it, whoever goes in first. So if you bring in Carmine first, like, here you go, think of your perfect roost or your nest. In you go. And they go in first, then it'll be whatever they want. And then if someone else enters, it's just what Carmine has already created. I think it doesn't change unless someone like there's like an agreement, like, yeah, go ahead, you can change my idea of this. And then the person's like, yeah, I'll add this. Like, we've done some testing.
Okay. That's a very good thing to keep in mind. I think I still want to do the tent because I want to use the stuff that I bought.
Yeah, we can figure something out with that either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, Wes.
of course. Well, it's looks nice for tonight, and it's all like tied off and everything. And some pillows you took from some of the, surprise, I've got pillows from some of the rooms that aren't used. And like,
Mm-hmm.
we docked. Of course, these would go flying away otherwise. But here, it should be all right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right. I'll say like that portion probably comes about like after everyone else has returned for the night. So it's kind of like a construction into the night.
Okay, yeah.
But everyone else is able to make it back. Did anyone else have anything want to do tonight before transitioning? So yeah, feel like Vic's gonna try and give an awkward good night. Like he's gonna like walk you to your your cabin thing and just give like an awkward. Yeah, and just share that he had a nice evening and everything. Thank you for the time and the tasting was nice. The drink tasting.
Yeah, it was a really good idea. Like I'm really glad that you came up with that.
Well, hey, it's I like it's fun to try new things with you. And we had a whole menu in someone's tab to to do it on. So hey, thank you for participating, and I had a lovely evening. Um, and I'll make sure when morning comes around, be sure to stop in and see me in the gallery, and I'll make sure that there's plenty of there's some concoctions that help just in case there's any hangover or anything. I can help with that.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. Because yeah,
A
my
lot.
tolerance is definitely not at like Sinister's level. I don't know how
Help they're
he does it,
alive.
honestly.
Yeah. hey, they've drank me under the table a few times. It's a state. It's an experience. Oh,
It's something.
hey, I'm also gonna take a quick few minutes and make some snacks just in case you wake up and you're snacky or hungry. Sometimes I get that way.
Oh,
and they'll be in the galley. I'll leave them out on the table, just in case. All right, have a good night, and well, we live on the same ship, so I'll see you soon. And gives like
Yeah.
like it kind of goes for like an awkwardish hug, like haha.
And Zia would like quickly accept and kind of just like pick him
Oh,
up a little bit.
nice. He'll squee internally and
Nice.
hey mate, goofy grin. I'll see you in the morning, and waves
See you
down
in
the
the
hall.
morning.
Um,
And Zia's got kind of like a big stupid grin on her face too, and
that's so
goes
sweet.
inside of her room, and then probably Bo is gonna make fun of her all night.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. Woohoo! Yeah, look at you. Yeah.
Why
That's
you gotta
good.
embarrass me like that?
Listen, that's good though. I think that's sweet. Good on you. uh, awesome.
All's well that ends well.
Nice. Okay. Yes, everyone's able to get a night's sleep. I mean, you're able to get your full rest. So please reduce your exhaustion by 1. Yay.
Woo.
Um, early in the morning, early for some of you. Anyway, it's like 6 in the morning. There's you hear some yelling, not violent yelling, but like for loud enough to get everyone's attention. Um, echoing down from the stairway at the bottom of the stairway, the end of the hallway that has all your cabins in it. Hello, I have an update. I know it's so early. But I have some things that I am required to do for the rest of the day. This is my only window. If anyone's awake, please consider coming up and seeing me as Titania. Um, and anyone with a cabin close enough. Actually, let me go check the cabins here because we just had that up. So this is down here. Charles, Charlie, Kip, Cassius, Sinister. Poor Sinister. Ashmar. Yeah. Okay, it's this side. So Zia and Liazana, the two of you would be able to hear Agracus. They're just they're not gonna answer. Look at the time. Is it? And you can hear him kind of walking up the stairs, like with a disgruntled walk. Hello. It's a bit not an emergency, but rather important. And as that is the first thing some of you hear in the morning, like ringing in your ears, Titania, like hello, like, trying to call for attention. We'll wrap up the session there for tonight.
Right. Woohoo. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you all. You're so amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, viewers, for hanging out with us. Yeah, nice. Definitely a downtime session. I hope you all had fun. It's always I know I really like these because there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that you get to manage with and bonding moments and issues that come up. Excuse me. So I'm thrilled. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up our. Gosh, I guess there isn't much. Our schedule here. Boop. For anyone that's new, if you had fun tonight, well, you've been watching at Extremis, our Sky Pirate campaign, D&D 5e. You can catch us every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Here's our schedule. If you had fun, consider giving us a follow. You can be alerted to all these different wonderful shows. Lots of D&D, lots of art and mini painting and video games, including definitely catch tomorrow 6 to 9. Our own Trisha here runs Mad Games at dusk, 6 to 9 Eastern. She plays a bunch of really fun, really amazing games. Kills it. So check that action out. All right, I do not see what we can rate to, so put there for tonight. Look forward to finding out more about what's going to go down with our crew here, and we'll have their fitting maybe next week. If Sinistira's back, and some other things are gonna come up, and they'll get to figure out like what's next on the docket for them, what they're gonna pursue.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We'll catch you all soon.
Bye.